Hey guys, Sports Gaming Fever here, back again. This time around I'm playing some Napoleon Total War. This is a game I've loved for a while on PC, and since I got my new PC I've been playing it a lot. Here I am SkiFever78 on the left there, and their opponents are on the right. Abo here is my friend that I've actually just met recently through this game, and we've been playing a lot of games together. This one is on the Grassy Flatlands, and I'm not the biggest fan of this map just because it's so flat. I mean, it's easier to play on, but I do like, more terrain. It requires a bit more strategy on other maps. Not saying this doesn't require strategy. But anyway, I'm going to use France here, and let's take a look at my army. I have two Chevalier Lancers, okay, and two Cuirassiers, so it's like reciprocal on the other side, right? Yes. So two Lancer units and two Cuirassier, and Cuirassier for France are just amazing. They're really good. They just power through basically anything. Then I got myself 5 units of Chassier, and then how many units of line do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Fusiliers, and then 2 here in the back, Old Guard. So in this battle, like many I use with France, and when I use Old Guard, of course, General Staff with an upgrade, just had a little bit extra cash, so I had to add that. My strategy is what Napoleon used to do. He would save his Old Guard for the end of the battle, or time the battle where he really needs it. He's not going to let them get shut up right at the beginning, because if you lose your Old Guard, the morale of your troops goes down. It's almost like losing your general. Kind of similar. Anyway, let's look at Abo's army. He has some Voltigeurs here. He has 3 there. Did he only bring 3? Oh no, he has a 4th unit and a 5th unit over here. So he kind of split his army up a little bit, it seems, as far as the Voltigeurs go. He has a National Guard. He has some Young Guard in there. And he has some Fusiliers. And then as for Cav, he has all Lancers, but different units of Lancers. So he's some Polish. He has some... you could read the names there. I'm not good with French. And then, of course, the General Staff. Let's look at our opponent's army. My opponent he went quality instead of quantity, which I think is a mistake in this game, honestly. But anyway, he brought some Dragoon Guards and some Horse Guards, and he brought his General Staff. Everything has at least 2 chevrons. In most cases 3. He brought a lot of foot, and he brought rifles, 3 rifles. Yeah, so like 5 foot, 2 rifles. But anyway, I'll get back to that in a second. Let's look at the army of Prussia here. He has some musketeers here. Not gonna count them out. He has a lot of musketeers actually. And then he's got his Fusiliers, his Prussian Fusiliers, has a light infantry. He has 6. No, he has 5. Yeah, he has 5. I'm not quite sure. I know the rules were no art. I don't think we put a max on the lights. I don't like putting a max on the lights. The only reason I sometimes don't play with sometimes I play with no art is to A, avoid people from camping, and B, because people don't tend to join your games unless there's no art, because they expect you to camp. So, I'm pretty sure this game was ranked too. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so I'm moving my men up a bit, and so is Abo here, or Abo, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, oh well. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, my opponent across from me went for quality instead of quantity. Quality instead of quantity, which, like I said, I think that's kind of a mistake in this game. I'd rather you want more units. You definitely want more units. I mean, if you can afford a couple chevrons after, sure, go for it. That's definitely encouraged. But when you're playing Britain, your line is already superior to most other line, except for these Old Guards. Maybe he felt it was necessary because of the Old Guards. It would affect their morale less. But like, your foot is already way better than my Fusiliers and his Fusiliers. And I think, yeah, his foot guards too. So, I mean, Britain already has the best line infantry in the game, you could argue. So, like, why put all these upgrades on them? And on the rifles, you're not going to win a skirmishing fight with 2 rifles against my 5 lights. So basically, the strategy here was like, I can just overpower him soon enough. And and then I can help wrap around on this flank, and Abo can take him. And basically said, like, let me just engage Britain a little bit, and let me get through him most of the way before you engage Prussia, because we thought Prussia might sit back and wait. You can see Prussia divided his army into two different armies here. He has kind of like a flanking force here. He's got his like main force and his cavalry. So I mean, that's always a bad thing. He's trying to spread out his lines, but has the manpower that he can spread out, so it's okay. Over here though, if I spread out, which I do try to do, if I spread out enough, he won't have the man capacity to spread out that far. I'll spread his lines too thin, and if he doesn't spread out far enough, I'll just flank him. And if he does spread out far enough, his center's weak. So that's why you need enough men to like back up your center. Thing is though, with these chevrons and stuff, he's not gonna rout as easily. But I mean, if I have like two units to 1 on him at least. So if I'm just firing 2 units on one, then they're gonna rout it anyway. So that's why I'd say quality versus quantity. Quantity wins in Napoleon Total War, as opposed to like a game like Rome Total War, which I haven't played too much, but I can already tell from just like a short while of playing that. I probably only logged like 20 hours in that game, but like you want quality in that game. Anyways, Footguard's gonna get a nice volley off, but 15 men kill, that's not bad. So now he's gonna send in his cab, so I'm gonna run my Chasseur back into my square to protect from the cavalry. He's gonna stop, and we're gonna get some nice shots though on the we've already basically routed them, and then he's just launching cav attacks. He's actually going to get to my Chasseur on this flank, which I guess this was a good strategy, but I kept my line close. I always keep my line close by to my lights and stuff, like just in case something like this happens. So he's gonna escape with some of his cav. I think some of his cav just like shattered there. Yeah, they're down to 5, and some shattered over here as I send my lancers in. And then I just continue my lancers into his line. Like, why not? They're toast. Look at them. They have 14 guys left. Might as well just disrupt them a bit. But yeah. So I haven't unsquared these guys yet, thinking this cavalry might come back. But see, now I'm able to wrap around the flank. It's just kind of a standoff here and a standoff over there. So I'm just kind of focusing over here, getting some nice shots. So now I have my Chasseur attacking his line. His foot are definitely gonna win that battle, but the thing is, I brought my foot within reach. My Fusiliers. Here's the cap charging again. Let's get a little bit of action here. I'm getting torn to shreds with that line. I just missed that square, but now I see that. I'm gonna send in my Lancers. Maybe want to send in my Cuirassier there. Oh, I am sending in my Cuirassier, but I am moving my Lancers, I think, over to the flank. Maybe, I'm not sure, because Cuirassier are better against cav. Lancers are good with a charge, but after that they suck. So you I mean, they're good against like infantry and stuff with a charge, and cav with a charge, but they can withstand a battle with infantry, and Cuirassier heavy cav just can dominate anything basically. So I kept these guys standing still, and then I finally charge them in. So get a little bit of a charge bonus there. But anyway, yeah, I brought my line within reach. I do launch a cav attack over here, which I missed. Sorry about that. But I'm going to get in on his flank because he was focused over here micromanaging. And now, see, this is where I'm going to start to bring my old guard in. So he's going to help out Abo. He's going to bring his men over. Still not really engaging over there. Not much anyway. And I'm able to wrap around this right flank, right? So he sees that and is going to bring his men over here just in case he gets an opportunity to wrap around his left flank. So yeah, I'm just demolishing his right flank completely. I'm sending my cav down there, hopefully gonna wrap around. And by this point, Britain has lost. And my men, like my old guard is still full, basically. That one lost 1 man, that one lost 3, just because of shots that got through. And I'm bringing them over here now so I can advance on that flank if need be. He's sending his Chasseur over here. Or I am. This is my Chasseur. I'm going to be sending them over here. I'm pretty sure that's fine. Yeah. I'm sending them over there so they can get some flanking fire on Prussia, because I realized I've done. I'm good. I'm good with Britain now. There's my general staff. Staying close to my men, and he's gonna. I thought he was gonna send his general here. I don't know why he just sat his general here, because bullets can get through and hit your general. There's his general right there. See? I wasn't even firing at him, but bullets got past. Anyway, now I'm just flanking him, and I'm just completely demolishing his flanks. So that's why you go quantity instead of quality, because if you go quality, you can just wrap around the flanks and win anyway, right? I mean, the only reason I'd go quality with France, I guess, is for the old guard, but even so, you do need, like, a quantity of men, too. So as you can see in the background, my cav here, coming along. You're coming in behind, and I'm pretty sure I'm aiming for general to get like a quicker sweep, but also I can just bring him over there if Abo needs help. So here's kind of a skirmish over here. Lights against line. They've almost completely demolished this line, and they do. They're routing, and now he's gonna run them back. His flank is basically fully depleted there. I think he was gonna bring his lancers in. I think they might have done some damage, I'm not sure. But yeah, basically now he's just kind of playing the waiting game while we demolish his flank, Britain's flank. He's now gonna do like a desperate melee charge, just kill as many of my men as possible. And I'm just gonna countercharge. Obviously, I'll lose this fight in just a regular engagement, but he is so depleted already that I might get out of it well, and I got flanking fire. So yeah, now I'm bringing in my cav on his general, hoping for a chain route so I can save as many of my men as possible. And it's always fun. It brings you pride to kill your enemy's general. And there we go. See, now they're routing after killing so many of my men, but I do get a chevron out of that. Won't argue. And so now the skirmish continues. Just he's demolishing his foot guards completely. But now his foot guards are actually getting some good volleys. Alright, so what's happening is Abel's kind of more advanced on the flanks, but his center, he did not advance much. He doesn't have much skirmish in his center, but he does. Oh, here comes a cav charge, and he's not going to be able to escape this at all. Yeah, so that's going to wipe out his skirmishers, basically. I think I'm going to send over my cav, unless he has cav. I'm pretty sure cav go to aid. Or no, he's aiding with his line. I guess he's aiding with his line, yeah. So yeah, he just completely demolishes that flank of his, basically. He's gonna run his. I'm gonna run my Chassier away, I think, and then I have my cav here. If he continues, he is continuing. I'm pretty sure I send the cav in a second. Yeah, there you go. Here come my cav to the rescue. There they go. So yeah, I'm just gonna chase his cav. So the good thing is, even though his right flank, Abo's, got demolished by the cav charge there, my men have successfully routed all of the Britain troops. So now they can like form the flank a bit more, and he still has a strong center. Like he moved 2 line over there, I believe, 2 or 3 line. And you know, now he could still focus on his center. His center is still going to remain strong, whereas so because my men are forming more of a flank. But by this point it's about 2 versus 1. Maybe we obviously outnumber him. Let's see. We're just trying to get rid of that cav unit. Trying to run these cav out, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So now he's caught a foot guard in square, so he's going to advance. Nice micromanaging by seeing that, and he's just going to get some nice shots off on that square. Man, I don't think they're even going to get any firing off. Yeah, they just wrote. And I'm gonna send some Fusilier the line over, or maybe these are his. Pretty sure these are mine though. I'm just gonna like, I think they're in melee only now because they ran out of, yeah, they ran out of ammunition, so you know, there's gonna chase after them. Anyway, now this is a part of the battle I did not get to see, so I'd like actually to see this for myself. So the main engagement over here on the left flank. So I'm just gonna fast forward a bit until we get some action over here. He's kiting so that he can form a defense against my men over on the right flank. So yeah, now it's our turn to engage. He has him outnumbered on this flank, but he can easily just pull his men over now because he's kiting on that flank. If he were to have stayed strong on this flank, he would have outflanked him here. If he were to stay strong right here in the center, I mean, my men aren't going to get near him yet. He might have had time to overrun this flank, but now seeing that he's weak here, Abel is going to kite on this flank. So excessive kiting can be annoying, but if you're doing it because it's good strategy, once in a while, like you know you're going to lose this engagement, so you kite a little bit to get a better position, that is fine, I don't care. But it's the people who kite and kite and kite all the way to this red line over here that's what annoys me. Anyway, let's fast forward a little bit more. The engagement is going to occur here. Prussian Fusiliers. Yeah, so firing's happening. Oh, over here on the flank. Okay. He's kind of getting spread out. He's going to take some shots and kite a bit more. Not bad strategy, but like excessively it'd be bad, but he's going to stay in this skirmish fight right here. So I say his kiting is not bad. He's just backing up so he can get a better angle at the flank and protect his flank. It's not like he's kiting his entire army. Anyway, now my army's starting to get into place over here on this flank. That's actually going to be an interesting fight. My old guard is eventually going to come in. But let's focus over here for now. So still like a skirmisher fight over here. Prussia's going to kite now a bit, realizing he's going to lose that fight. And I think he's going to bring him, or is he bringing reinforcements over here? Yeah, I think he is. But anyway, I am here. I'm trying to engage him on this flank, but I just can't do it. See, now he's excessively kiting. I know he doesn't want to lose, but he's going to lose anyway. If you just look, just all these men. He's going to lose. I think at this point, you just kind of accept defeat and fight. Of course, you want to kill as many people as you can, as this is a ranked match. But still. I don't know. I'm not a fan of excessive kiting like this. Because at some point you're just going to back yourself up into a corner. And you're just going to die there. He wants to make sure I can't get around and behind him. Even though that's not my goal. I'm just trying to engage him right on the flank. At a 90-degree angle at most. And this is tiring out my men. He's actually going to get some fire off here. See if I get any shots off here. Yeah, just a very few. I'm going to bring my cav in. My old guard is the main force over here. But now I'm sending my cav in. Let's see this cav charge. Charging through my own men there, but that's okay. Does he form square? I don't believe he gets his square in time. So I engaged them. Part of the strategy was thinking I could move my men in and move my old guard in under less fire. That was my thinking there. So that is why I did that cav charge. Still kind of a standstill over here. So yeah, I kind of sacrificed my cav, which were really low on men and morale, to there's Abo now. In order to, you know, just get my old guard in here eventually. And I'm gonna send my general over here just in case I want like a flanking cav force. Engagement starting over there, but watch my old guard. Just one volley, and here comes another over here. Catch these old guard in action. Will they get a volley off? Nah, they're not gonna. I wanted you guys to see that. Anyway, main engagement over here still. He's still, no, he's not kiting yet. But now he's gonna send in his young guard and his fusiliers to do the rest of his bidding. His National Guard too. He has some good line infantry units here who will not rout under most circumstances. See, he's still kiting. I'm gonna send in my old guard over here. Let's fast forward this a bit. So I got my old guard over here. Kind of a standoff. Moving them up closer. They're getting shot at. I want to see them put a volley off. There we go. Ah, that is nice. He sends a massive cav charge in. Sorry I missed that. But he's just gonna mop him up now. Abo here. Well executed cav charge right in the center of his line, and that just sends off a chain route. This flank is gonna break due to 2 old guard firing on it. Imagine that if you were against that. And if you don't know the history of the old guard, basically it's all units, like all it's like a bunch of soldiers that have already been in like a lot of battles, so they have veterancy. And Napoleon was very fond of them. He was like so he protected them basically at all costs. Like in the Battle of Waterloo, the reason he lost was because he protected his old guard too much. He brought them in way too late, and that's why actually Napoleon lost the Battle of Waterloo. So yeah, I did a history project about it recently, so I know all about the Battle of Waterloo and how it affected Europe and all that, including the strategies in the battle, which is very interesting. You guys, if you're interested in this kind of history, you should definitely look it up. I'm kind of a history buff, at least in this time period. Ancient Rome and all that kind of stuff, not so much at all. That doesn't really interest me. This time period does. But yeah, he's just gonna mop him up here.
Our men are running, sir.
Very nice. Here's my old guard. I'm fond of them too. They were like the best units in the game. But anyway, there's the end of the battle. I took a lot of losses, more losses than I killed, but that's because I was engaging on 2 enemies. Abo did a lot of killing too, almost as much as me, and lost half as many men as me. But anyway, yeah, let's check out the statistics. Look at my Cuirassier. See, this is why Cuirassier are so great. And then the rest of my units there. Where's my old guard? My old guard did a little bit of killing. Yeah, they actually did a decent amount, almost a whole unit's worth. Grassy did all lines unit worth. Wow. Anyway, guys, if you guys like this, let me know. I'll probably gonna do some more of these videos because I love this game, and I used to do this on an old channel I had, and trying to integrate some more PC. As you guys have probably noticed. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.